Well, it's been a while since we did a property walkthrough, so I thought kind of take you for a quick visit through a property that we just acquired. Where we're down in Duncanville today, and pretty nice neighborhood. Here's a good look at the house. This house structurally seems to be in pretty good shape. There's some obvious flaws. You know, this garage door is going to need to be replaced. There's some siding issues in some of the areas, and as you notice, there's a lot of dirt near the bottom of the brick on the front elevation, and the reason for that is that there aren't any gutters on this house, and so by just putting some gutters on here, that would take care of that. This brick's an off-white. It was probably, you know, pretty much in style in the 70s when this house was built, but painting that a nice crisp white would probably be advantageous. It's a smaller home, and so the advantage to that is that your rehab costs, you know, per square foot, you don't have nearly as many square feet to redo, so your overall budget's a little bit lower. Your cost per square foot can go up if you have to start doing systems. You know, if you have to do electrical, if you have to do roof, if you have to do HVAC, that's going to end up, you know, costing more just because you're spreading it over, you know, 1,100 square feet or whatever the size of this is, versus you know, spreading that same cost over a 2,000 square foot house. However, the inside unit on the HVAC looks like it needs some help. The outside unit looks decent. Electrical looks workable. There's, you know, some cleanup stuff like with this washer box. This really just needs to be redone, but don't have any plumbing issues that we're aware of. Foundation seems, you know, seems okay. There's a little bit. It's probably a $3,000 or $4,000 foundation repair. This kitchen, you know, often would try to just paint these cabinets and put on new hardware, but they're missing some faces, and there's an old laminate here that, you know, obviously we would replace with some kind of a natural stone. And so given that we're going to be doing both of those and trying to reconfigure this a little bit, I'm sure we'll end up just gutting, you know, this entire thing. These appliances still work, so there's something that we would donate, but not something that we would leave in here if we do a full rehab on this. Pretty nice sized window overlooking the kitchen sink, but if you look closely, you can see it's kind of that bronze brass type color, and that's something that would have to go. Probably replace every window in the house. There aren't a whole lot of them, and it would add, you know, a great deal of appeal to have new windows. Same thing with these French doors. I think this might have been a slider at some point, and they put it in with something that fit the opening. Isn't all that ergonomically attractive or aesthetically. The rooms are a little bit smaller for bedrooms, but in this area, this is kind of what's, you know, normal. There's some custom paint on the wall that you could decide to leave if you wanted to, and a matching outlet cover or switch plate, so you could go with that if you wanted. This setup in this house is where it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Here is the half bath. They've already demoed the sink, and the full bath is actually, you know, kind of passes through here. So for a 3, 1.5, it's kind of a good layout. The master has, you know, pretty ample closet space, and it has its own entrance to the full bath. So this is something that we would obviously tile out completely. It's functional, but not very attractive. It's a pretty good yard on the outside. Here's another look at, you know, some of the other windows. You can see these just really need to be replaced. They were builder grade when this place was built, and they've never been enhanced from there. we'll take a quick glance on the outside. You know, with a property like this, at this price point, you know, when you complete this is going to probably be a starter home for someone because it's not super large. But there is a very nice yard, and the neighborhood, you know, seems kind of quiet and peaceful. So a little cleanup here will go a long way. Now you notice we still have the discoloration on this brick, and it's for the same reason. There's been no gutters here. The roof doesn't look like it probably has any leaks, but it's definitely not new. And if we do the rehab on it, we'll fully replace it. But fencing is in, you know, decent shape. Little repair there will go a long way. But property like this, if you just paint that shed or get rid of it, trim back, you know, the overgrown landscaping, and, you know, mow down the grass, put in just a little bit of landscaping, this will really be something that'll sell, you know, pretty nicely. So this is one of the latest ones that we acquired, and since we're acquiring a lot more than we used to, what we're doing these days is we will take this and we'll put it on the MLS for a couple of weeks to see if another investor or a DIYer wants to buy it, and if not, for the price that we want, then we will in a couple of weeks take it off the market and bring in the crews and just start making this place look brand new. So thanks for visiting this property with me in Duncanville. Hope this has been something you find of value, and if you have any questions, just hit me up below and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks so much.